Alright, what's poppin', everybody? You've read the title, you've seen the thumbnail, you know what's going down. Also, I got the pictures! Yay! So this is, so, again, this is Slifer. Again, she looks like Ruby Rose. Ra, obviously Yang. And then we got Esdeath. Again, makes sense. Obelisk. Yes, I color coordinated them. And the way I found the pictures is just coincidental. Anyway, so, let's get to the what if. I believe I said last time that Midoriya got one for all. And he found out Obelisk, Ra, and Slifer can go human, da-da-da-da-da-da-da. So, sorry, I'm eating a tater tot. They're good, okay? You can't judge me. I'm not gonna lie, I wish it was a Dino Nucky or a really warm cookie, but beggars can't be choosers. Anyway, let's get into this. So, during the 2 weeks, Izuku has learned how to use One For All. Extremely quickly. Because the Egyptian gods were like, alright, let's just speed up the process to where he would learn what he needs to know about One For All. Basically, they just pulled a freaking... One second. Pulled a freaking hyperbolic time chamber. You know, 1 day is a year. But yeah. They did this by, Izuku was walking in the woods one day with his mom, found a cave. They set it up using, like, Egyptian magic. Simple. Incredibly so. So, again, Midoriya, it's the last day. Yes, he has been in there for 14 years. But, see, the thing is, because of the Egyptian gods, he has something similar to Saiyan DNA. Now you may be wondering, what do you mean? Well, basically, he was 16, well, you know how the hyperbolic time chamber works. He entered 16, he's gonna come out, Actually, no. They altered it to where, instead of a year, it's a month. So he's like a year older, so if he was 16 by the time he came out, he's 17, but still. In 2 weeks, he's gained 14 months of experience with One For All. So, yeah. And there's a reason he doesn't look any different. Well, he doesn't really look any different than he did when he entered. It's just he has a bit more muscle and, he's confident. I mean, you spend enough time with 3 bombshells and you're gonna become a confident son. You're gonna grow some confidence. If you know what I mean. Anyway. Where was I? Oh yeah. Cavalry battle. What? Alright, hold on. So, before the USJ incident, everyone knew that Izuku had 3 familiars. They never knew that, they knew they were strong, but, they never knew how strong. They also heard about 3 girls randomly entering Class 1A. So Class 1B besides Monoma, because Monoma always hates Class 1A. Let's see. Shinso, yeah. Class 1B, Monoma, and Shinso, they're like, dude, basically everyone in UA. Dude, that's so not fair. Also, there are a few people in Class 1A that do have, you know, familiars. Tokoyami. I mean, Dark Shadow is pretty much already a familiar, so I'm just gonna make that his familiar and not give him a quirk. Koda, you know, he has a familiar. Since he's the shy and scary one, he has like an ogre, pretty much. A female ogre. Jesus. I feel kind of bad. Not gonna mention why. Anyway, continuing forward. So, or like a female bear. That would be adorable. So, again, you know, Izuku's walking to class, everyone sees, you know, him, and Kendo walks up to him. You know, she's like, hey, who are those 3 new girls in your class? Midoriya's like, new girls? And she's like, don't act dumb, Midoriya. Huh? We know about the... One sec. Anyway, we know about the 3 new girls that entered your class. What are their names? What are you... Huh? Oh! You know, he gives the signature Goku laugh. There's been a big misunderstanding. What's there to misunderstand? Oh, that's adorable. Oh, that was amazing. I haven't laughed that hard in a little while. Sorry. But those aren't 3 new students. What do you mean? They're in your class, aren't they? Oh, they are. They're just not humans. What? Yeah. Obelisk, Slifer, Ra. Someone wants to talk to you 3. You know, as he says that, again, you see, you know, symbols glow through his uniform. As Obelisk, Ra, and Slifer, you know, they appear in their human forms. They're like, hey, Zuku, it's been a bit. Because, you know, he told them to spend time with, you know, his mom and stuff. They'd occasionally visit him over the 2-week period. Actually, no, they've been with him the entire time. This, again, I'm sorry I keep changing it, but, you know, I'm inconsistent. You should know from my upload schedule. But, yeah. So, as, you know, holy crap, I chose, like, the perfect characters without realizing it for each of the Egyptian gods. Like, I didn't even... Wow, I'm good. Oh, you may be confused, like, why are you praising yourself so highly? Dude, Slifer is the Sky Dragon. And, you know, I would consider Slifer being the fastest. Ruby is, like, the fastest person in her show. Ra is literally the sun dragon, is the dragon sun god or whatever. And Yang, literally, her semblance is like fire. She's very angry, and Ra is probably very angry. Gets angry very easily and is very territorial and protective. And Obelisk, it would make sense that she left. I don't know where. Go. I'm making a video. It actually makes sense that I gave her freaking Esdeath's body, because they're so similar. Again, yes. Again, they're very territorial over the people they care about. And Obelisk is a torturer, and so is Esdeath. So that is like so many parallels. And I didn't even realize it until just now that I made... What was that yellow app on your iPad? The orange app. Turn your iPad on. Oh, just open it. Just open your iPad.
Oh, that was Front's thing where it makes you get
yeah, sure.
emojis.
Sure. Let me see it.
I deleted it.
You jerk. Anyway, so again, Midoriya. Yeah. So, where was I? I already forgot. Oh, crap. Kendo. Yeah, the Kendo thing. So, Kendo was like, wait, are those your familiars? Yeah, this is, he points to Slifer, Ra, and Obelisk. Say hi, you three. They all say their hellos. And, Izuku's like, well, I gotta get to class. See you later, Kendo. As he's walking away, he's grinning ear from ear, his 70 gigawatt smile, behind him, all of the, Obelisk, Ra, Slifer, they're all giving Kendo and, like, everyone a look. The look, the yandere look. You know what look I'm talking about. You know. I know. I'll tell her before she comes in. Now back up. Back, you demon. You don't like light.
Can't get rid of me.
Unfortunately. Shush. I do not care. I don't care. I'm trying to make a video. Anyway, getting back to the story. So, when he gets into class, Obelisk, Ra, Slifer, tiny mode. They all just kind of float around the classroom or float near Midoriya because they're adorable. Anyway, so Aizawa comes in, he's like, alright, welcome back. Before we get ready for the sports festival, you're going to choose hero names. And I'm just going to do it earlier. So, Izuku's like, oh, crap. So, he's thinking while holding the whiteboard. Midnight comes in and she's like, and I'm going to tell you whether or not you can keep it. Okay? And she looks around. She does her Midnight thing. Alright. She's like, there's some really good looking food here. Everyone's like, what do you mean by that? I so should not have said that. But anyway. So, again, immediately after she says that, the 3 Egyptian gods, or goddesses, I don't know why I keep calling them gods. I guess it's just engraved in my brain. Goddesses, in their tiny forms, they instantly just appear next to Izuku, in their tiny forms, looking at her with malicious intent, a very high amount of malicious intent. So, Midoriya, he's got his whiteboard, he's spinning the pen in his hands. You know, he's thinking. He's like, what? Don't break it again. No, shh. You know, as everyone goes up, Midoriya, he's going last. You know, as Midnight's like, come on, green hair. Come on, greenhead. It's your turn. You know, he looks up and he's like, oh, yeah, I just need a little more time. Alright, you've got 5 minutes. 5 minutes. What do I pick? What do I pick? What do I pick? Just then, it dawns on him. I know what I gotta pick. As he writes something down, you know, she's like, oh, you picked already? Yeah, I got a name. You know, he's holding his whiteboard at his side. The 3 Egyptian gods are flying, you know. Not Exodia. Why was I about to say Exodia? Ooh, that's a cool idea. Okay, I might do that for another what if. But right now, not important. Obelisk is floating above his head. Ra is to his left, floating. Slifer to his right, floating. You know, all in their little baby forms. Their toon forms. You know, as he walks up. Oh, it's Utopia. Yeah, never mind. Okay. As he puts the whiteboard on the table. Not the table, he sets it up so everyone can see. Exodia? The final pharaoh? No, I'm making a video. Yeah, sure. Mother, I'm making a video. Please do not say my name.
See what she wants.
What do you want? There's nothing up here for you. Okay, you're welcome. Exodia, the final pharaoh. Yep, that's his hero name. Why not? Exodia, the final pharaoh. It sounds cool. You can't tell me if someone with that name was about to fight you, you wouldn't be slightly scared. Well, at the very least terrified, but, you know, it's whatever. God, that is a cool idea. I need to do that for another what if. You know what? Y'all may be getting confused. Oh, I was just shutting my door. I mean your door. So anyway, if you're wondering what I'm talking about, I got a really cool idea. So you know how Utopia has like... Shh. There is no more. You don't need any more. Here, these are the last ones. Take them. Now shush. So, you may be wondering, what are you talking about Utopia for? That's the next what if that I'm planning on doing.
I'm not dressed.
Okay. That's the next idea for what if I'm going to be doing. What if Deku had the No, there are no more. There are no more. What if Deku had the keys to Utopia? Oh, that's a really cool idea. Oh, that's ingenious. Now, y'all are probably like, some of y'all may be like, it's okay. Or, whoa, that's really cool. Or like, ew, dude, just...
Go into the bathroom, don't look.
Okay. Or some of y'all may be like, dude, that's just the dumbest idea I've ever heard. But, you know, I think it sounds cool. So it's probably going to be the next what if that I'm going to do. So, again, continuing on. So, we're just going to jump straight into, the sports festival. So, alright, the race. So, Midoriya does have access to full 100% one for all. You know, he's got the other quirks, everything. Also, his connection to the other, the 3 Egyptian goddesses is, like, it's a lot deeper, so he can access more power. Which means he has a lot more transformations for them. and he has unlocked their big form. Basically, their true form. So, yeah. Midoriya, you know, he's near the front and he's like, let's do this. No, I forgot about the speech. So he gets up onto the thing, you know, the 3 Egyptian goddesses, you know, in their toon forms flying around. He's like, listen up. You know, everyone's chatting, you know, they're like, he's gonna be an easy target because, you know, he looks weak. That's because he's just not flexing his muscle. You know, he's, I guess you could say reverse flexing. I don't know how you would do that, but yeah, that's what he's doing. As he holds the mic up to, you know, he gets the mic and he's like, basically, he just conquerors hockey everyone into looking at him. You're all listening. Good, now that I have all your attention. I was just gonna take this easy. You know, hold back a lot of my power. Because even without the Egyptians, you all are nothing but rocks beneath my feet. No, ants beneath my feet. Rocks sounds stupid, so I changed it to ants just then. But whatever. Y'all are nothing but insects beneath me. So, because of your impudence and rudeness, I've changed my mind. I'm about to... Y'all want the smoke? I'll go and get all the smoke. And then he does a mic drop. As the 3 Egyptian gods, you know, they start growing. You know, they grow to like a little bit... Okay, if we're just gonna take the biggest creature that we've seen in My Hero Academia, I'm just gonna use Gigantomachia or Mount Lady as an example. Yeah, they're half the size. Their full size is bigger than the stadium, all 3 of them. Like, they're freaking huge. But all of them at half size is, you know, what they're turning into. So, yeah. You know, as Midoriya, you know, he does, you know, as he's walking off the stage, they all, you know, just disappear and fly, you know, as Midoriya's tattoos light up. And you can see him because he's wearing the UA, you know, exercise uniform, as they all fly into his body. You know, as he gets to the starting line. You know, he's angry at the moment. You know, as he equips, I'm just gonna call it Beowulf, or Beowulf, because it's just so much easier to say than gauntlets and boots. You know what I mean when I say Beowulf? Basically, he, you know, activates Obelisk's gauntlets and Obelisk's boots, or, yeah, something like that. You know, as he gets ready to just take off, freaking go full Neum. You know, he starts charging up One For All, Fajin, Black Whip, Float, and he's about to, and as he stated, they want the smoke, they gonna get the smoke. Literally. You know, right as President Mike says go, he just immediately explodes with a smoke screen. And then he just dips. You know, full powered, Fajin, One For All. He's just gone. Mans is gone. Like, there are no words to describe how fast. He's like, you have no idea how fast I really am. I'm sorry, I just had to. Like, Mans is gone. I just remembered that one meme where it's like, son, you can't run from all your problems, but I'm faster than you, Dad. Basically, Mans is just gone. By the time the other people, you know, make it past the robots, you know, He's already at the minefield. He's stopped and he's like, huh. Oh, I'm about to be mean. You know, as the three Egyptian gods, you know, they can conversate in his head, and he can hear them and he can respond and stuff. They're like, what do you mean you're about, you know? Slifer's like, what do you mean? Ra's like, what are you about to do? As Obelisk is like, nope, don't care, do it. Oh yeah, and he also used Slifer's power. Because Slifer has control over the wind, he just... Man was a rocket. No, I'm not kidding. The amount of friction, his clothes caught on fire, so his shirt's just gone. You know, as you see, basically, you know, glowing silhouettes of the three Egyptian goddesses kind of like floating out of Midoriya's, you know, shoulders and back, you know, kind of like looking at him. You know, you can make out their faces. It's just most of their body is just made of energy. They're not like standing next to him, they're just kind of floating there. He's like, hey, I've got something really mean. As he holds out his left hand and Ra turns into the grimoire. I'm just gonna call it a grimoire because it makes the most sense. It's a spell book. As he then is like, Sun God's magic. Heat Mirage. As he made the mines invisible. As then he does another chant. Sun God creation magic. Steadfast burn mines. You know, as you know, certain magic circles start appearing everywhere that the mines aren't, and if you step on these mines, they launch you, like launch you back. It doesn't matter which direction you're going on how you step on them, they'll launch you back to the beginning. So, you know, Midoriya, he just, you know, he deactivate, you know, he makes the grimoire disappear, you know, and he puts his hands in his pockets and then just, he's just like, Slifer, fly me over. You know, as she makes a tornado pretty much underneath him. As, yeah, he just flies over and then lands at the finish line. Izuku Midoriya has won! Izuku Midoriya is in first. Well, he's past the finish line. You know, as this is happening, the other people just got to the thing where you have to cross the chasm. You know, and they're like, we gotta catch up. You know, Bakugo, Todoroki, the whole nine. And once they get there, you know, they're like, why is there a sign that says Danger Mines? That feels weird. But yeah. So, you know, as Todoroki's like, I don't have time for this. You know, he starts sliding across. Only for one of the Sunblast mines to go off. I'm pretty sure that's what I called it. Launching him back and melting the ice. What? He set up mines in the minefield and then made them all invisible? How was that fair? Pretty much everyone was like that, and he's, you know, Izuku, who's just sitting on a cloud, pretty much. Oh man, this is amazing. I don't care. I'm making a video.
Just tap. Just go.
Go.
Point to it.
I don't care. Go. You know, as Midoriya's chuckling, they all look up to see him. Well, howdy down there. You know, he's just sitting on a red cloud. I mean, they literally are ants to him. Man has the power of 3 Egyptian goddesses. And his own. So, man's is all powerful. Again, well, how are the insects doing? You want me to get you some cheese? You know, as Aoyama was like, cheese. You know, out of nowhere, Aoyama is just sitting on a cloud next to him. You speak of the chiz? No, leave. Shut up. God, you're annoying. Anyway, and, you know, Izuku's like, how did you get here? You know what? I like you, funny person. Stop. As you know, he, smacks Aoyama on the back, as then he falls through the cloud, immediately landing on, like, 3 mines. Oh. Oops. And there he goes. Alright, well, I guess I'll wait for you at the stadium. I'm gonna go get a drink. You know, as he says that, the cloud's just floating off. You know, he's sitting on it, legs crossed. You know, chuckling. You know, as you see Slifer, you know, appear out of his shoulder, face and all, just, you know, as she's laughing. As Bakugo's like, I'll kill you, nerd! Sorry, voice crack. I'll kill you, you stupid nerd! You know, as Bakugo tries to launch over, as out of nowhere, a flaming wing just bop! Just bop, 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 bop! Sending him, you know, it slapped him right, left, up, down, landing him straight onto, like, a sunblast mine. Launching him back, you know, with like 5 times the force because he was sweating, and again, nitroglycerin. Literally anything fire related will cause it to blow up. So man's is just gone. You know, everyone's like, what the heck? Oh, I may or may not have put a spell in the sky to where if you try to float over the mines, you'll get sent straight into them. Or maybe that's just a curse I put on Bakugo. It's hard to remember. Yes, we have another Goku, aka Sun Wukong. Not Sun Wukong, Wukong. I think it's just Wukong. It might be Sun Wukong or something like that, I don't know. So, Midoriya, he floats, you know, he's floating back. You know, he's now just chilling. You know, he's eating some food, while the other 3 are with him, also eating food. Now, this was a clear misdirection. He really didn't put a spell on Bakugo, or put a spell that would knock them back down to the ground. Ra did that, if you probably could have guessed. And, you know, Midoriya didn't order her to do it, she just kind of did it on her own, so he decided, why not make it a little funner for us to watch? So then he lied. You know, they threw, I'm just gonna say Momo threw a whole bunch of, you know, I'm gonna guess Momo made some like little metal some pieces of metal. Todoroki warmed them up using his quirk and then threw them to see if it was detected by body temperature. You know, and they tested a whole bunch of stuff while trying to get to the finish line. You know, Todoroki's like, forget this. As then, you know, he slammed his fist into the ground, causing all of the, you know, the normal mines to get launched up and explode. He's like, you know, as he starts running, kind of slowly because, again, he just created a giant ice thing. Shh. Anyway, as, anyway, you know, so, cavalry battle, he just makes the 3 appear. You know, he's like, you know, he is on top. Slifer is back right, Ra back left, Obelisk front. same, as they sleep. It's pretty much the same formation they use when they sleep together, but that's a whole different thing. So, where was I? Oh yeah. So, again, Midoriya, he's using One for All, Black Whip to keep them all at a distance and at bay. He's using a bunch of different quirks. Obelisk, Ra, and Slifer, they're doing their thing. They're helping him out, being good Gooflands, also being bosses. And technically this is allowed, so if technically, to make a team, you would only need 2 people if they're if they had familiars and the familiars had the ability to turn into humans. So it is allowed. It's happened many times before. Again, jumping back into the what if. So, it's time for the one-on-one fights. So, first up, Midoriya versus Shinso. Shinso's like, nope, I give up. I'm not fighting that. He's like, oh, come on, it'd be fun. No, I'm not fighting you. Even if I used my quirk, I doubt it would work. You rhymed. Slifer said, yeah. Izuku's like, yeah, you're right, I guess. Alright, well, I guess because he forfeit. As he's like, wait, can you answer me a question first? I already gave up, so might as well ask. Yeah, what's up? How? How what? Gotcha. He could have used his quirk at any time, but he just decided to do it then. How the heck are you so strong? I'm just built different. That's even if he couldn't get hypnotized, which, he did temporarily before, the other 3 woke him up. He just said, I'm just built different. He's like, what kind of answer is that? As the 3 snap him out. Huh? Oh, yeah, I'm literally, these 3, he points to each one of them. He takes off his shirt and shows the tattoos. He points at each one and he's like, yeah, each one of these 3 is an Egyptian god. Well, goddess. I thought they were gods until recently. And that was a nightmare and a half to explain, but again, right now I'm busy. So, time skip. Todoroki versus Izuku. He just uses One for All. Speed Blitz. Boom. Knockout. Izuku wins. Yeah. But before he does, he has the Talk No Jutsu moment with Todoroki. So Todoroki now is no longer shh. I'm making a video.
You're making a video?
Yes.
Shh. You're making a video? Don't what?
He does do the Talk No Jutsu. Which, Talk No Jutsu is like one of those weird anime abilities that's either hit or miss. Because you can either completely defuse a situation with Talk No Jutsu, or you can just make it worse.
What's my cook?
I don't know. Here, take it. Go. I'll be right back.